I've been kind of bearish on these small pairs lately in the last year or so. I just feel like people play too good in position, and continuation bets don't work with as much of a frequency now, so I don't think they have as much value. That being said, there's two guys behind me that are regs, and a guy in the big blind who I believe is a reg. Actually, no, he's not. I'm sorry. The guy in the small blind's a reg. So I think when you have tighter players behind you, it's better to raise these. And then, like, say for example, I had like four fish or something behind me. I wouldn't really want to raise it. And the reason for that is, like I said, the continuation bet's not going to work as much. And I guess one good thing is if you know that people are just going to be folding to a lot of C bets, that's okay. But a lot of times with fish, you don't have the proper volume of statistics to really make that assumption yet, especially this early in the game. So I think this is kind of right on the border, but so Scorp Chess calls, and boards I'd want to be betting against him would be like, say if it went to heads up, it'd be like two high cards and one low card, because I think he has a lot of pairs here, and maybe like occasionally like ace king, maybe ace queen. So like queen jack 2 or ace queen x, king queen x, etc. You guys get the point. I probably would continuation and bet this board as is versus two people, just because I think Scorp Chess is going to like fold his pocket fives and pocket eights and ace king here a lot more than he would if it was just heads up, because he realized I'm betting in two people and this guy could have like anything, and this dry of a board I don't think he connects too often, so I probably would have continuation bet, but he just donks for like 1.3x pot, so I'll just give it up there. So Thrash, who I said is a reg, limped behind here versus this guy. I think I'd probably put this guy in almost exclusively like pairs, maybe occasionally like ace suited and stuff like that. But I decided just to bet out because I think like check raising when I was the big blind checker just looks like absurdly strong. So I thought I could get like this guy who seemed like really loose by, maybe not by this point, but I didn't know him, so I thought maybe he would just peel light with like jack 9 or 10x or hearts or like ace jack or something like that. So but both of them just folded pretty quickly, so that plan did not work. Let's go back to the hand real quick. Actually, I mean, I'd also be leading boards like this, like with like hearts or like jack 9. I probably wouldn't lead 10x really ever, but there are some other hands that I'm leading there. It's just not going to be the nuts. I believe Thresh's raise first stat, if I remember, in the middle position is relatively normal, something like 15%, so I'm not going to do anything with ace jack here. Like, the only thing you'd really want to... Actually, no, I'm sorry, he's not as deep as I thought he was. I mean, the only play you have here is to shove, and I don't think that's going to be a profitable shove. If we look at it here, let's pull it up. Why don't I see it? Let me pause for 1 second. Okay, so I found it. So, one thing we have to consider too is he's raising basically with 11 big blinds. So I think that's going to make his range substantially stronger. Like, I don't think he's raising like king jack offsuit here. So I think we need to make his opening percentage like really tight. Like, I mean, I would think it was like that. He's probably just like shoving like ace 10 and like pocket eights some portion of the time. Anyway, let's just say it's that. And let's say he's probably calling with like, I just can't imagine he has much of a raise folding range here at all, but let's just say he's folding like a couple combinations of hands. So like that, it's his pretty standard jack plus. I mean, we're losing a lot of money if we shove here. So pretty straightforward fold. I would say like that could be a reasonable play. Like, think if he has like say 3 or 4 regs behind him, raising that size of the hand like ace 10 suited instead of shoving it, because it might get people to fold better hands, thinking that he's just has a really trap heavy range there. So that's something to think about.